G'day there, welcome to Garden Clinic TV. This is my sprout wheel glasshouse. It's an absolute cracker, just fits into this little spot here perfectly. It's ideal for germinating seeds and bulbs early in the season. You get a bit of a jump on the season, and it's also handy as the months get cooler during the autumn winter season to overwinter my Phalaenopsis orchids. Oh, and do you like my granddaughter's little accoutrement there? Can't beat a chandelier in a glasshouse. Now you might remember a few stories ago I dug up my Ranunculus at the end of the spring season, dug them up, and I showed you how that huge corm can be divided off and then kept for another year and then planted into a little red tray of sawdust. Well, there's the red tray of sawdust. Now I've just got a couple of small ones left there, but the others I've actually already planted out. Let me show you how they're going. You can see here that they're really starting to germinate. Now they were pretty wizened up little sticks. I wasn't sure that I was going to get much to germinate, but as soon as I gave them a little gentle feed with some seaweed solution, the roots swelled up, and now I've got shoots coming out everywhere. I've got around about an 80% strike, so I'm really happy. Now I've already started to sow some more so that I can have a progression of flowers, and these are all Ranunculus. So I've sown another crop. Now if you're not quite sure, these are the Ranunculus, okay? So you can go for a single colour. These are the new Italian ones that are coming out into all the markets today, either from your garden centre, hardware, or in mail order, and they're mixed colours. So Ranunculus are such fantastic plants, especially the new hybrids, because you can get 50, 60 flowers from one little plant. They're incredibly productive. Now, don't get them confused. In fact, I'll just keep those there and show you. Don't get them confused with anemones. Anemones also have similar colours, but they're generally single flowers, open pollinated for bees. Okay, so that the anemones are quite different to the Ranunculus. My grandmother used to call these anemones because she couldn't get the N and the M in the right place. I remember that as a kid. But they're great bulbs to grow, and these are the ones you can be sowing right now during the months of autumn. So I'm going to sow some more, and I've just got a couple of little fellows here in a tray, and I'll show you how we do it. Now they're the ones that have started to germinate, and they're coming up really nicely. I've already sown some more, planted out some more. They've swollen up very quickly. It doesn't take long for the roots to absorb the moisture. So I'm going to have 3 different stages. They went in a week ago, these went in about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and it's just a case of putting a little bit of potting mix into the trays. And then putting out my little plants. Now they're only tiny. You wouldn't believe that that's going to produce 50 or 60 flowers, but it will. And you just pop those in, make a little depression with your finger, and then just pop it in like so. Now don't bury them. You've just got to have the top with the little claws going down with Ranunculus. And anemones, doesn't really make much difference, but with the Ranunculus, they like the little claw going down, and then just pop them in. Now when they're so small, don't worry which way they're up. Just pop them in. Don't bury them, that's the main thing. Just a little bit of soil on the top. There's not a lot of soil in those cells anyway, but just enough to get the roots going. Water them in, and in a few weeks' time they'll be really coming along nicely. I think I'll plant the anemones as well. It's the great thing about gardening. It's the promise of the future, whether it's a veggie harvest or some orchid flowers, or in this case some anemones and Ranunculus. And I'll be showing you how we plant these out into the garden and get a great harvest of beautiful blossoms later on in spring and summer. If you've enjoyed the segment, don't forget to subscribe and like us. We'd love to have you there, and we'll see you again next time on Garden Clinic TV. All the best and go safely.